Alrighty. Hello.
Welcome back to the Business Casual Kitchen.
Professor.
Yep.
What is up? All right. So today in the kitchen we've got a hat.
Yeah, and underneath the hat is the Alliance Nutrition.
Is it the ice? Oh.
Nope. Alliance Nutrition pre-workout and BCAA formula in the fruit punch flavor.
Icy fruit punch?
Just
Just fruit punch?
Yep, just fruit punch.
All right. So let's get started. All right.
So, oddly, I know it says fruit punch, but it looks like mixed berries because all I see is blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries. To me, that's mixed berry and not fruit punch, but neither here nor there. Yeah.
The Alliance Nutrition and their pre-workout plus BCAA. If you remember, we've done their protein plus collagen, in which we thoroughly enjoyed.
Yep.
Which was good.
As you can see, powdery white powder. This is like more resembles a BCAA.
Yes.
Yeah, it is not so much a pre-workout type powder.
No. All right. Well, that's a start. What's the scoop size?
16.5 grams, 30 servings per container.
Wonder how you take it.
Take one serving, which is one scoop. Mix with 18 to 24 ounces of water, so it's quite a bit of water. Makes sense with BCAA formula. 15 to 30 minutes before workout. So it does break down here as dietary supplement. Mix one scoop of the Alliance Nutrition pre-workout and BCAAs into 18 to 24 ounces of water 30 minutes before you work out. New users advised to start with half a scoop or less to assess tolerance. Once tolerance is assessed, move up to one scoop. Do not exceed one scoop within a 24-hour period.
Wow.
There you go.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah. Got my
rainbow
glasses
working.
on. Mm-hmm.
Dang. All right. So we got the flavor fruit punch, like we had said, or mixed berries, whatever you want to call it. Let's get into.
Oh, I smell it.
the
Oh, flavor.
fruit punch. I mean, it does. Actually, it does smell like mixed berry. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
I know we've been talking about them a lot lately on the channel, but it does smell like the Lifesavers gummies.
Yeah. I mean, and it's like a thick kind of. Well, not thick, but like cloudy.
Yeah, it's cloudy. I get what you're saying about the thick, because the foam that's on top is very thick.
It's probably the BCAA.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Flavor on the whatever fruit punch. We'll stick to the
Fruit punch, yeah.
What's your thoughts? What do you think?
All right.
Story
Let's
time.
start with mixability. It's powdery. Like, it actually, it's not gritty, but it's like powdery. Right?
Like a powdered donut.
Yeah,
sort of.
like you kind of get that same type of mouthfeel afterwards. Like,
Yeah, well, you can see it. Like,
Yeah.
look, the way it breaks down.
yeah, it's not gritty, but like it does sit in your mouth. Flavor. What does this thing taste like? So you drink it, you get the mixed berry, but you get very old school BCA aftertaste, kind of like bitter.
So.
And the flavor profile of the fruit punch mixed berry is not really that prevalent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like more.
Very mellow.
I don't. It's like you took a Kool-Aid packet and put it in water with no sugar.
Yeah, it's kind of like you mixed one pack of Kool-Aid into a bathtub.
It's very like subtle. Like there's literally almost no flavor, and we didn't even do the recommended.
Yeah, we did 8 ounces
8 to
of
9,
water.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
And literally it barely has any flavor.
Yeah, so if you're mixing this thing with 24 ounces of water, it's going to super dilute the flavor.
And we'll look.
It may minimize kind of the aftertaste.
Yeah, you literally will probably have no flavor.
It'll be very minimal. Let's break down the ingredient label here. So, 50 milligrams vitamin B3, 500 micrograms vitamin B12, 250 milligrams vitamin C. All right.
Nice vitamins.
Yep. BCAA complex. We're coming in at 5.54 grams. It does break it down, it appears. Yeah. L-leucine, 2.77 grams. L-isoleucine 1.385 grams, L-valine 1.385 grams. There's 4 grams of L-citrulline, 2.5 grams of beta-alanine, 1.5 grams of taurine, and 300 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous. So this is a very bare bones approach. With that being said, going back to flavor, I think it is kind of hard to justify the flavor when you look at this ingredient label, right? You're not dealing with any high stems. You're dealing sweetened with sucralose. So
And
that's going to be on par with pretty much any other product you buy. You know, sucralose.
I would have actually probably guessed
stevia,
stevia. I would have guessed stevia.
Yeah.
This would have been flavored with the way it tastes.
With
on that line.
It does kind of have that stevia flavored, sweetened or flavored.
But it is what it is. Flavor is very subjective, and I'm going to leave it at that because to each is their own.
But when you look at what you're covering up here, you would almost kind of expect to see more.
Yeah. All right, so there's the label. There's that. Let's jump into performance on this.
Performance on this. All right, what can we say about this? So, like I said,
Does it outline?
Potentially.
Yeah. Energy, focus, pumps, and recovery.
Okay. Energy, focus, pumps, potentially there, I would say minimal. Do you know you took a pre-workout? Yes. Is it anything that is going to make a super noticeable difference? I don't think so. 300 milligrams caffeine is appropriately dosed. Actually, I think most of it's appropriately dosed.
Citrulline's underdosed a little bit. Beta's underdosed, and taurine is probably right on par.
Yeah, so you're not far off from appropriate doses, but
it's missing something to me.
Yeah, even with 300 milligrams of caffeine, I was expecting, a little bit more of the kick in the teeth, essentially, that you would get with 300 milligrams of caffeine. You kind of want to get that ball rolling, and I didn't ever feel like I was able to get really up, moving, and in the zone, and yeah.
Yeah, well, personally, for me, I'm not a big fan of BCAAs in my pre-workout because I feel like, I'm always going to have some intra-type thing I'm drinking on.
Right.
And so, not saying it's a terrible thing. It's just personal preference. I feel like it's a filler in a lot of ways to make the label look a lot bigger. But not saying they did that. That's just my thoughts. So, as far I think you nailed it. You do get a little energy, but that, to me, was just about it. I didn't really... And I wouldn't say it's like super long, sustained energy. I think it's like, a max of like 30, 45 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
But you just don't feel like you said, I don't think you feel focused. I don't think you feel in the zone. And, all that also causes, if you don't feel like you're getting any kind of workout, you just lose motivation.
Yeah.
So there's my thoughts. I don't know. Missed the mark for me.
Yeah. I think, if I'm out shopping and I'm in a crunch and I see this and I'm going, okay, I need maybe a week's worth of pre-workout, I don't have anything with me, and C4, I'm probably going C4.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. We'll just leave it at that. Now, all right, bonus. One thing with this company, before we give our ratings on this, one thing about this company also is they do actually offer a standalone TEACRINE product. So we actually took it upon ourselves to pair it with the pre-workout, and we're going to give you the results with it. I'll let you start off if you want.
Yeah, so I'm just going to quickly kind of cover, if I can get this off here, the suggested use. And
right there.
It's covering it. There it is.
Oh.
So, suggested use, dietary supplement, take 1 capsule with food at your desire. Do not exceed 7 capsules in a 24-hour period. Benefits. TEACRINE is used as a caffeine alternative. It is known to be a non-habit-forming alkaloid-derived supplement to improve focus and enhance energy. Breaking down the supplement facts, each capsule contains 100 milligrams of TEACRINE. There's what you need to know. Okay, so it says improves focus, enhances energy. Stack it with this. So actually, I will say I tested it with this and then by itself.
Yeah.
So let's do by itself real quick. So by itself, right? I took this a couple times, kind of like as a pick-me-up, and I took both a 2 capsule serving and a 3 capsule serving. And I would say this actually makes a pretty noticeable difference. It's the first time I've really taken TEACRINE by itself, and I really enjoyed it. I do think you kind of are able to get into that flow state, able to concentrate, a good boost of energy that I would say lasts for, probably a good 2 to 3 hours.
I agree. I've had TEACRINE before by itself. It's definitely a great product, ingredient. I agree. It definitely gives you that good focus nature and some kind of easy kind of energy boost, nothing crazy. It's a solid ingredient that if I made a pre-workout, I would probably include into my ingredient panel if I can afford it.
Yeah.
So, I agree with you. It's a good product.
Okay.
So now, let's fuse them together like this is Dragon Ball Z or
That's
something.
right. So, pairing it with the pre-workout and BCAA blend. So, I would say that you do get more of you get the noticeable results from the TEACRINE. When paired with this, I do think you are able to make and I took it also with a 2 and 3 capsule serving with this, not just a 1. So you're looking at 200 to 300 milligrams of TEACRINE. I think you are able to make a much better mind-muscle connection, better focus, better energy. You're more motivated to get in there and tear shit up. If I'm them, I'm just going to include this in there. I'm going to skip the capsule. I don't know how many people are taking TEACRINE by itself, right? I think you just save yourself the expense of bottling this and just put it in there.
Yeah, I'd have to agree that when you include it, I took it 2, 3, and you do that, you definitely increase the energy and focus aspect of this tremendously. It takes this product, and I'm not going to say it's going to still blow you away or it's going to be one of the top on the market, but it's going to make this a better product in my opinion. So it's going to take it from I don't want to give my ratings, but it's going to take it from whatever the low standard is to probably right below average. So this is a good product. So I think they've done a good job of having it standalone, but I think with you, maybe go back if you're going to try and include this or have people take this for that reason.
Yeah.
Maybe have it as standalone, but also try and include it in here at a good dose as well.
Yeah.
So there's the thoughts. There's that when you fuse these together. Just wanted to throw that in there so you can check out TEACRINE is TEACRINE. It is what it is. So let's jump into ratings on the product. What do you think about mixability?
Probably like a 7.
Yeah, I think it misses the mark, and it's probably the BCAA aspect because it does kind of have that cloudy, foamy type.
But if you're mixing it at 18 to 24, you're probably going to avoid most of that.
Maybe. But I'll stick with 7. Flavor, fruit punch is what we had.
It's almost non-existent.
5?
Probably, that's what I was gonna say. 5.
Yeah,
you get a little bit of flavor and a whole lot of aftertaste.
And flavor, and I always throw this out there. Flavor is so subjective, so that's going to be completely up to you. Some people may barely like that little bit of flavor. It kind of reminds you. What's that? That's what I meant to say. What's that? Sobe water, or where it barely has that little bit of flavor. That's what it reminds you of, or Propel in a way.
Yeah, it's like water with a hint
of something.
Yeah.
All right. Main thing, performance.
Okay. Do we want to rate performance with
by itself? Because
we'll do by itself, and then stacked. Yeah. Well, we don't really need to rate that by itself. Without and with. So without, I would say performance is probably in a 3.
Yeah, I'm like generously 5.
Yeah. I would reach over, honestly, probably a cup of coffee and salt. With TEACRINE, I would say for me, this boosts it up to a 5.
Yeah, for me, I'd probably say it gets it up to right below average. So probably like a 6. So, a couple suggestions. I think removing the BCAA complex would be one thing, and replacing those ingredients with a few more ingredients to pair with either pump. Focus on one way or another what you want to mainly hit, and get that up to where it needs to be, either pump, focus, or energy. But I think we already talked about what you can include in here to get the focus and energy aspect up. So then it's just trying to address that pump, and you could even add pink Himalayan sea salt, a few different things to pair with the citrulline or up to citrulline.
That's it. You do a lot of things here.
So there's the performance. Now let's go overall.
5, 4.5,
yeah, 5. So there's honest feedback. There's our thoughts.
To me, it just reminds me of like a product that would be out in like 1985.
And I don't. Again, I mean, it is what it is. There's our honest opinion, and those are our thoughts, our opinion.
Yeah.
It may impact you a lot different.
Now, if you are a bare bones type of person, this could be up your alley. Maybe, potentially.
Anyway, so there's our thoughts. There's that on the Alliance Nutrition, their pre-workout plus BCAA. We do want to thank them for getting this over to us and giving us the opportunity. We greatly appreciate it. Hopefully this feedback helps. We'll tag them up here. Be sure to head over, check them out, and give them a follow. You do want to definitely grab you some of that protein. I'm not going to lie. Vanilla is banging. Good. And they just announced they're releasing a chocolate. Than we thought. We foreseen the future there. But there's that. I'm done.
I'm down.
We done.